of an expensive purchase than you expected. But speaking of which, I just need to take a moment with you to enjoy the colors on this incredible TV. What an experience it is to sit here and watch. I mean, this is as real and true to life as anything I've ever seen on a television. The colors, the details, I mean, it's mind-blowing. Look at how clear the water is. We're talking about the most important thing being the #1 brand in the country, most popular brand nationwide for the last 2 years. And guess what? It's the Q series, which is their most popular series. It's the most upgraded series. But this is more than the Q series. It's the Q60B series. So it is the latest and greatest. We have this at HSN in so many options. You're seeing on the screen, we start with the 43-inch, and we do go all the way up to an 85-inch. I know it only goes to 75 on that graphic, but we do have the 85-inch too. Both the 75 and the 85 inches are, I think we've got 3 dozen. So it is just something to consider. If you're gonna go big, do it while you can, because you're saving more the bigger you go when it comes to the size. So whether it's 43 or 50, 55, we've got the 60, 65, 75, or the 85. This is a 75-inch, by the way, right here. So there is so much to love. In fact, there's the info on the 85-inch. You're gonna save $900 on the 85-inch at HSN. And there's free shipping right to your front door. Imagine this huge box that's gonna be there. And this is really, when you think about what is the main part of your house, it's the TV. It's where everybody gathers, whether it's sports or nature shows or movies or all the things that we've grown to love in our world now more than ever. What an upgrade this could be for you and your family. But we're gonna get into this because this is back, it's updated. We are talking about great technology, great quality, lots of free stuff too, because with Samsung TV Plus, now you're gonna be able to enjoy like 150 free channels. I don't know if I've ever heard of free channels on TVs leading up to this particular model, but Bill Duggan is here to kind of break it down so we can really kind of look under the hood, as we like to say. Bill, welcome back.
Glad to be back, and always glad to be back and share Samsung. And Callie, you set it up perfectly. I mean, when you finally get to sit down and enjoy a night of TV, whether it's one quick episode or whether it's a night of binge watching or watching your big epic movie, you want a great picture. So first, it starts with Samsung. Samsung is #1 at HSN. They've been #1 nationwide. We track it on a 2-year scale, but let me tell you, they've been winning that award the last 15 years. So as our needs and technology has evolved, Samsung's been able to keep up with it. And we're gonna get into as much of that as we can real quick. Just know you're getting a top tier name, top tier. Their QLED series of TVs is one of their top tier brands in terms of what Samsung TVs offer. So first of all, picture quality, it is 4K. They have quadrupled the number of pixels. So we've gone from 2 million to 8 million. So whatever you put on this TV, and truly whatever you put on this TV, Callie, we could be watching something from the 90s that was only shot in high definition. It will upconvert it to near 4K quality. We can actually watch something black and white from the 50s and it will upconvert it to a better picture quality. And the cool part about all that technology, it's adaptive. So what's that adaptive word mean? We don't have to worry about it. We get the TV home, I pick a show, it will upconvert it automatically because of that adaptive nature that's on the inside. So the picture quality is there. The audio is there too. Of course, the one clip with no audio is not playing right now, but they have object tracking with this television. What is that? It's kind of like having a soundbar built into the TV. So as the objects move across the screen, as the race goes down the road, it will move with it. And that they didn't have to put that in every TV, and they don't. And that's one thing you have to realize with the Q60 series of televisions, you're getting a lot of great features. So great picture, great audio, which we can all appreciate no matter what we're watching. And the another cool thing is, even though this is got that great audio, they've made it so razor thin. It is 1.1 inches at its deepest. So whether you want to use the stand that's provided, which by the way is adjustable, so you can get a little extra clearance if you have a sound bar or gaming system you want to put underneath or cable box, you have a little extra clearance. It is still 1.1 inches at its deepest, and that's any size. And let's just talk about the sizes for a second, because we have a room, TV for your guest room, TV for your office, TV for an apartment, TV for the huge, great room, which is awesome. So you really have something out there that's going to fit every room. And Callie, can you name one other piece of electronics that we arrange our furniture around, that we sit in front of rainy days, Sundays, summertime, blues time, whatever? That is this what you're getting tonight.
It is. When I start prorating how much time you and your family spends sitting and watching television, morning, noon, and night, week to week, day to day, I mean, it's such an important purchase. And I don't want you to think, oh, I'm just going to save $100 and get a different brand. I mean, it's crazy to me how if you walked into a store and you saw a wall of TVs and you didn't know which brand was which, you would probably, this has happened to me so many times, you'd probably be like, I'm just gonna pick the best picture and then I'm gonna go see what that TV is, and it's a Samsung. Their colors are so magnificent and so saturated, so brilliant and bright, and boy, does that make a difference. I mean, it's like you're in another world. It really is something else. By the way, it comes with a stand, but you can mount it on the wall if you would like. They weigh about, without the stand, they're 18 pounds. That's for the 43-inch. And of course, it gets a little bit heavier for the bigger sizes, but not much because they are so razor thin. Wanted to quickly share that it has a lot of inputs on the backside too. So you've got the ability to be able to, adjust accordingly if you're adding gaming devices and things like that. I can have Bill go through that. But most importantly, I want you to know if you want the big sizes, this is a 75-inch. We have 3 dozen. And in the 85, which is the biggest that you're gonna find anywhere, it's glorious, we have 30. So they're the most limited in the biggest sizes. And with TVs as one of the more difficult things to be able to even get into our inventory based on the shortages that we've all been, experiencing over the last year or so. This is a big deal to have these here. And again, our savings, if you're getting the 43-inch, it starts with $130 off the regular retail price. But if you go up to the bigger size, like the 85-inch, it's $900 less getting it here at HSN to your front door, and all you're putting down, if you want to use financing, if you're getting the big ones, it's like $116 a month for VIP financing. It's 18 months. It's $116 to get the 75-inch. It's $166 a month to get the 85-inch. So you don't even have to pay for all of it, but you'll have it within a week or so, and you will start using it and enjoying it every single day, and pay it off in full by that 18 months, and you have not paid one dime in interest. That's not something I know any electronics store is gonna do. If you want a new Samsung TV, full, hit the card with everything, and then you're gonna have to figure out how to get it home anyway. So we'll ship it to you, no charge for the shipping. So Bill, I don't know what it is, technologically speaking, that makes Samsung's picture quality so much better. I'm sure you can maybe kind of break that story down a little bit for us, better than I might.
Well, you know what thing, they even went a step further. The picture even looks good when the TV's turned off. I mean, think of it that way. We want the big screens, right? Like, you're in a beautiful living room. I'm in my living room here too, but I don't have the TV on right now. We have company coming over. The TV's right here, kind of went into stealth mode. We call it ambient mode at HSN, or at Samsung. I took a picture of my portrait in the wall. I was able to project it up on the TV. And this is when the TV's turned off. And you know why I like to show this with people? A lot of times, like, I want that big 85-inch, I want that 75-inch, but someone in the family's like, no, I don't want a big black square in the living room or bedroom. So fine, turn it into ambient mode. We could spend a full hour on ambient mode alone. I took a picture and put it in there. You could take a family photo. They have art, they have MTFs, they have a whole bunch of different varieties, depending on what mood you're in, which is great. You just make it blend. Actually, this is one I like. A photo I took on vacation, boom. So remember, this is when the TV is turned off. So this is where Samsung saw a problem, black square in any room of the house. They gave us a solution. They allowed us to really make it melt into our living space. Remember, we have a size for every room. So tonight you're stepping up to that QLED experience. What does that mean? It is turned up. The volume and the color and the realistic nature of whatever you put on this TV is going to be enjoyed. Because you notice that? Billions of colors, billions of shades, more accurate shades. And that is really important when, we finally do get to sit down on the couch. And Callie, you asked one of the biggest differences about the picture quality. It's this right here. It's a dual LED experience. And that dual LEDs, most TVs just put in the one. Samsung's doubled it. So you can get a more accurate high and low, more precision in terms of how crisp the uniforms look and the fashions look, the news quality is, the sporting, oh, and the gaming on here. Everything is just more enjoyable. And you said this too. I mean, I'm not coming up with a fallacy here, but I have the TV on all day long, all the time. I'm enjoying it, and that's just it. You might as well invest in great quality because that's what's going to happen. So I showed you the picture, I showed you the audio, I showed you when it was turned off. Here's another important thing. More and more of us are streaming, right? So what is there to watch? There's always something that we can come over here to watch. So this is one of the newest features. It's their Smart Hub experience. So I come down here, and sure, a lot of TVs have Netflix and YouTube, right? But not with Samsung. Samsung now has all these great names, Hulu, but this is where it really steps up. Disney Plus is built in. Apple TV is built in to this television. Traditionally, to get Apple TV, you got to go out and buy a different puck and remote and connect it and use one of the 3 HDMI ports. You asked about that, 2 USB ports as well. But Apple TV is built in, so I can actually now use this with AirPlay, fling my computer, my cell phone to the TV if I'd like, or more importantly, I have Apple TV content. But you also dropped a secret over here. Samsung, just like all these big streaming providers that we pay for, right? There's now Samsung TV Plus. They have their own app and service. It is free television, 190 free channels. This is that channel lineup that they gave me.
Oh my.
This is something that my cable provider would normally give me with all of these names, from news to sports to one of our favorites right over here. Oh, I like Project Runway TV. Phil Army's good too. But I'm going to come down here and I'm going to pull up one of my favorites, HSN, for free. So what's great about this is via the internet.
Oh my gosh, look at, that's you.
Actually, this is a funny story. So this is the 50-inch TV, which, remember, those measurements are on the diagonal. Side to side, it's about just about 3 feet. If you go to the 75 and the 85-inch, these people on TV, the sports stars, everyone we like to watch, they are larger than life. So that's really where you're at home and you're like, oh, Tom Brady's in my living room. And that's where you get excited on game day, or just if you're binge watching your favorite show.
It's so true. I mean, honestly, it's what can be bad about, I mean, look at the scales on this. I mean,
right?
It amazes me. I mean, in fact, it's interesting, Bill, because, you know, we're broadcasting through and into your televisions from your homes. And so what you're seeing is not even probably, well, it's not even close to as good as it is going to be in person. When you think about that, it is so clear. And even if, like you said, Bill, if you wanted to watch something that's an old movie and it's never been made in 4K, this will help make that older quality as close to 4K as it possibly could. So, I mean, if you are in the market for the best of the best, and who isn't? Who doesn't want the best of the best? The most popular brand in the country. And I mean, did you say 15 years running? I'm not surprised at all. I've always been so impressed with Samsung as a brand. Typically, they are the more expensive brand for obvious reasons. So when we get to do something like what we're doing tonight, you know, it's one of those, we got them, we've got a few to make available at a better price by far than what you're gonna find in a retail store, by far. And in fact, at this point, we've got the 43-inch, we've got the 50, we've got the 55, the 60, and then I'm gonna go into the 65-inch, because if you did financing on the 65-inch, this is 75, you could pay as little as $74 a month to get a 65-inch TV. This TV, this Samsung Q series, the Q60B, the latest model. But then if you're going to the biggest that are available, we still have the 75-inch and an 85-inch. But I think at this point, we have maybe 25 in the 85-inch. It's $166 a month. That's it. Shipping is covered. And if you want the 75-inch on a financing moment, it's only $116. You don't have to pay the $13.99. But even in retail, if you went to the retail stores, you'd be spending, I think it's $800 more for that same 75-inch screen. So this is clearly the place to get your electronics, especially when it comes to name brands like this. You are going to be blown away at the difference this is going to make for your movie viewing pleasure, your sports watching pleasure, your nature shows. It's like, it's better than being there almost. It is so realistic, Bill, it just blows my mind.
It's easier than being there, than getting to the movies and the concerts and all that. And notice, we have doubled the manufacturer's warranty on this.
Good
That's
point.
another big savings at the end of the day. You go to the big box store and you finally pick the Samsung TV that you want, and they're like, do you want to double the warranty? So we've doubled the warranty. We're shipping it to you for free. Your older TV might be okay, so you know what? Hand that off, put that in the guest room, but upgrade to beautiful picture, great interface, a smarter TV, a faster TV, better sounding and looking TV. And even when the TV's off, remember, you have the choice of ambient mode. Here's another problem that Samsung has solved for us. How many remote controls do you have right now? A lot, right? This one remote will learn them all. And that's fine. That's smart enough, right? Samsung went a step further. Can you guys all see that shiny panel on the back? They put a solar panel on the remote control. Think of this. We've had solar strips on calculators for decades, right? Why not on a remote? They finally did this where the light above me or from the window, it's going to keep this charged up. And if that's not enough, I can plug it in like my cell phone, so we never have to be, why is this not working anymore? Samsung thinks of it all. By the way, the remote, it's a 20-button remote with shortcuts, and there's even a microphone built in. So guess what? We're sitting on the couch. I don't know where the inputs are. How can I find Netflix? Speak to the television. Or, Callie, you're talking about your favorite movie? Find Legends of the Fall.
Aww.
All right. Normally, I'd have to type in Legends of the Fall on Netflix, on Vudu, on Hulu, on all those. It's doing the searching for me.
I love that.
So I can find my boom, right over here. I found it. And not to date ourselves, Callie, but Legends of the Fall was not shot in 4K. Might have been high definition. But watching it on here, and you should try this, Callie. I don't know when the last time you saw the movie, but it will look sharper and more crisp and more visual because a Samsung TV can upconvert.
That's so crazy.
One, it found the viewing options. It's telling me where the best prices are on Apple or Prime or Vudu. And that's, guess what? Samsung wants you to be searching less and watching more. And that's a simple upgrade we can all appreciate. So whether it's the solar panel on the remote, an easier interface to really watch more and find more, free content, which how many TVs can offer free Wi-Fi enabled content? HSN is just one of the 190 channels. But no matter what you put in front of yourself or for the entire family, it's a nice upgrade. And remember, we have a size for every room, every apartment, every home, not just for the big room. And that 85-inch TV, it is about 78 inches side by side. So we think they're so big. And actually, Callie, I love that you're in the living room over there at HSN.
Yep.
Because in that studio space, we used to max out at a 55 or a 65-inch TV.
We did.
Because we couldn't get any bigger. The TVs were bigger. It was bulky. Now they've gotten so slim in their depth, so slim in the bezel around the frame that we can go bigger. So finally, yeah, we upgraded to a 75-inch TV. And Callie, in the past, I was limited on what TV, not that I could fit in my space, but I could fit in my car. And so I'd always be, oh, I have a 50, I have a 55. Yeah. Now those big sizes will come right to your door.
It's so great. And I know 75-inch and 85-inch are super, super limited, but we may still have one. So Bill, thank you so much for joining. I always enjoy our time together. Really nice.
I'm getting ready to go cooking with you and Curtis.
I know, it's time. We're going down under tonight at midnight to launch new Today's Special with Curtis Stone. It's the first of its kind. It's coming up next.